Here's a little video I'd like to leave, mostly for Don Exodus 2 and for anyone else who might find this interesting. I've noticed you're fighting with Nephilim free in the last few days, weeks, about how the creators on the moon were created by ice coming from supersonic speeds from the depth of the Earth and all that. And while I do agree with you that the creators on the moon were not created by ice, and there's no way that ice would fly out at supersonic speed from the depth of the Earth, especially not in the amount needed to cause that. It doesn't mean we have a right to ridicule the people that do believe it. They believe it for reasons they see to be correct. In their worldview, it does make sense, and while they may be completely wrong, and we do feel obligated to show them the light, we should do it in a way of respect. Respect their belief, respect their views, and not do to them what we berate them for doing to us. And what I'm talking about is creating strawmans. For example, in your video where you show the crust moving down, crashing the water and shooting it up, you didn't insert a very important piece of information, and that's the height of the water layer underneath the crust. While it may be negligible because the amount of distance the crust itself went down, the top went down all the way to the bottom, it may be negligible, but it is there. And when you throw it away, it only leaves room for people to say, you missed that would have given more energy and the water would have flown higher. It's not good science to not even acknowledge that you are ignoring this value because you don't know what it is and it might be very small. You should have at least mentioned it. And if you haven't realized that you were missing that, well, then I guess this video was not for nothing. Another thing that you might want to consider that could give more energy to the water is, what if not only the upper crust opened and allowed the water out, what if underneath magma was allowed up from underneath into the water layer beneath the crust, quickly boiling the water, increasing the pressure there, and well, maybe that is what caused it to fly up through the upper crust at supersonic speed. Who knows? It is something that the people that believe in this theory will believe in. It's not inconceivable, if you believe in the Nokia flood, that magma was the trigger for this whole thing. Another thing that you should consider is that the people that believe in this model also claim that, most of them, claim that the Earth was protected by a shell of ice. So, and that shell of ice increased the air pressure underneath it. So if that shell was to crack, the pressure of the atmosphere would cause that ice to fly out as well. So that was also a source for ice particles to hit the moon with. Another thing you mentioned is that the moon is covering a very small percent of the sky, and in order for it to get hit by ice, there would have to be a lot of ice coming out. But one way to solve it is maybe most of the ice that was shooting out of the Earth, the supersonic jets of water, were coming out of the places around the Earth that were in high tide. Maybe somehow the high tide caused those places in the Earth to be the weakest points of pressure, the weakest points where the high pressure could just shoot out very quickly, and that is why the moon was hit by a lot of ice, because it was flying out exactly where the moon was. I don't believe in this version of events, but some people might, and we should not disrespect people. We should honor their belief. If we want to make a thoughtful debate with them, we must give them our respect and treat them as we would anyone else, and not build up strawmen and just cheer as we are knocking them down. Love your videos, and goodbye.